Hi, my name's Steve Rubenstein, and today I'll be talking about TeamViewer Pro. TeamViewer Pro is a software that you can use to access someone else's computer remotely. It also can be used to share your desktop with another one of your coworkers or friends if you need to relay like some kind of a message. So let's go ahead and boot up the application. The icon on my desk is downloading it. So there's a few things you can do with TeamViewer Pro. As you see on the screen right here, they have the remote control, where you can take control of someone else's computer, and you can enter their partner ID. Now, this is all done during the download. You suggest whether or not you want to install this TeamViewer Pro as a remote or as a control unit. For myself, I did them all as both, so I can be remote or control. But since I'm going to use this controller as the host meter, the meeting host, I'm just going to go ahead and press Start Instant Meeting. So now what happened was the TeamViewer software has popped up. I now have this meeting over here. The meeting has an ID number, and what I do is I give that meeting ID number to my coworker or friend. So on the subscriber computer, which would be over here, I would be given the information. We'll go ahead and load up TeamViewer Pro, and I once again enter the information that was given to me by the host person. So that number is M53 426 687. And from here, I just press Join Meeting. And unfortunately, there you go. There's an error that can happen. Did not press the right one. So I should check my numbers again. So I just misplaced the first two numbers. It should be M53. Four two six 687, and then Join Meeting. Okay, so now what happens is, as you can see on the remote user, so now my desktop is mirroring the host. I can see everything the host has on his laptop or his desktop. All his information is now available to me. Now I have no control over his information, and you can see this little box over here that's in the way. This is because of the control panel that's over here. So what I usually do is I'll get rid of that. I'll get rid of that by just exiting it out, and now it's gone. Cancel, I'm sorry. Just hide it. There we go. So now it gets rid of the little box over. Well, that should go away. And it might just froze on me. No, just not going away. Well, that happens sometimes with TeamViewer. It's a little slow. The free trial doesn't always work as well. It'll eventually go away there. So now you can see I have complete access. So now I can see everything my host computer guy is doing. So you can see his mouse moving around. And another thing you do while you're doing that, there you go. See, now it finally went away. The connection is a little bit slow, maybe because I'm using it on the same network. As you can see now, it's mirroring. You can see the mouse moving on it. If I need to, I can also give access to the other person, the remote user, so in case I have any questions, they can go ahead and take control of my computer and show me what to do. And you can do that by going into the TeamViewer control panel, get that back. So on the host computer, you get back your control panel. You press, instead of screen sharing, you go with, where did it go? My apologies. This is where it always gets tricky. It's changed a little bit here. Well, maybe it's not possible. Maybe they changed it a little bit too much and they don't have that anymore. Oh, you know what? I apologize. I go to this guy. I say allow control. And from here, now my other computer, I can now take control and move things around. If I want to, I can go ahead and close this out. Now, this is all being done via the remote user. So now the remote user is having control of everything, which makes it easy for a remote access person to be able to take control and tell you, you know what, maybe you're doing this wrong. Let me show you the correct way to do it. Now, I believe the internet connection is just a little bit slower. That's why the video has some lag. But as you can see, through that demonstration, the remote computer here now has control. If I show you, I'm moving this around. You can see that on this computer. It's being moved around. So I'm controlled by the other computer. So TeamViewer is a great form of media that you can use to be able to connect to your remote user, and if there's any kind of issues, be able to troubleshoot that even if you're not on site. So I would recommend TeamViewer to any company, any remote users, any kind of classmates that want to connect. It's just overall a great tool. Thank you for your time.